Hi guys, welcome back to Taste with Twist. In today's video, we are going to make tasty and moist chocolate banana bread with wheat flour, ghee and brown sugar. We won't be using any maida, all-purpose flour or refined sugar or oil in this recipe. Before we bake our bread, please subscribe to my channel if you like this video and ring the bell icon to get notified whenever I post a new video. First, let's start by preparing our dry ingredients. For that, on a sieve, I have taken 3/4 cup of wheat flour, 1/4 cup of raw cocoa powder. I am using unsweetened cocoa powder, half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of baking soda. It is very important to sift all the dry ingredients for this bread as raw cocoa powder may have lumps in it. So to avoid all the lumps in the batter, we have to first sift the flour and mix all the dry ingredients well with a fork or a whisk. The dry ingredients are ready, keep this aside. Now in a different bowl, I have taken 2 ripe bananas and I am mashing them well with a fork. The more ripe the bananas are, the more tasty the banana bread will be. So take the bananas that have most brown spots and use the bananas in your banana bread. Keep the mashed bananas aside. Into a large bowl, here I have taken 1/4 cup of Desi ghee. Sometimes there may be liquid residue on the ghee. Do not use the liquid portion of the ghee for this recipe. Use the semi-solid part of the ghee for this recipe. Here I have added half cup of brown sugar to the ghee. If you don't have brown sugar at hand, you can use regular granulated sugar in this recipe. Beat the ghee and brown sugar well with a whisk until they turn creamy. This will take not more than 3 to 4 minutes. At this stage, add 1 large egg. The egg must be at room temperature. Now add in 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence. Again go in with your whisk and beat this well until it doubles in size and becomes light and fluffy. At this stage, you can use your electric hand mixer if you have one. If you are doing this by hand, it will take 4 to 5 minutes to reach this stage. But you'll have to reach this stage to get a good banana bread. Stop beating once you reach stiff peaks. Or just lift up your whisk and see if it is holding its shape. Now is the good time to add in our mashed bananas. Add only half portion of the mashed bananas and mix this well into the batter. Use a spatula or a whisk to do this. Do not overmix, and if you feel like the batter is separating, it is totally fine. It is supposed to look like that. After mixing the bananas well, add in half portion of the flour mix. Again mix everything until well combined. We are simply alternating between mashed bananas and flour mix. It is important to do this in order so that we won't get any lumps in the batter and we won't be over mixing the batter. After mixing the flour well into the batter, add in the remaining portion of the mashed bananas and mix it well into the batter. This recipe works well with all-purpose flour as well, but using whole wheat flour, desi ghee and brown sugar makes this a whole lot healthier recipe than the traditional one. Finally, add in the remaining half portion of the flour mix into the batter and mix it well into the batter. You can bake this batter as it is or add 2 tablespoons of milk to this batter. If you add milk, the bread will be a little moist and soft, and if you don't add milk, it will be crumbly and that tastes good as well. The batter is all ready now. As a final touch, throw in some chopped cashew nuts or roasted peanuts or even chocolate chips and fold them into the batter. This is totally optional, but I recommend adding chopped cashew nuts. Our banana bread batter is ready now. Grease a medium-sized loaf pan well with ghee or oil. Use a spatula to transfer the batter into the pan and spread the batter into the loaf pan. With this recipe, you will be able to make medium-sized loaf of a banana bread. As the batter is a little bit on the thicker side, make a lengthwise gash at the center of the loaf. By this, the bread will rise well. Bake this in a preheated oven at 170 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. After 40 minutes, take out the loaf and let it cool down for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you will be able to demold the loaf very easily. Let this cool down completely before serving. Or you can have this even warm, just depends on your preference. Use a bread knife or a serrated knife to cut the slices and serve. This bread is very easy to make and you can't go wrong with this recipe. And as a bonus, it is very healthy too. Do try this tasty and healthy recipe and let me know how it goes for you in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.